Alright, here's a comment from ADA 2-Step. You don't realise that the blood sacrifice was a foreshadowing of Jesus Christ. Yes, I do realise that. I said it right in that very thing. I talked about the two goats, the Jesus goat and the Azazel goat. The Jesus goat and the... I called it the Jesus goat. Nobody called it the Jesus goat. I referred to it as the Jesus goat. I did fucking point out the foreshadow, even though I don't even believe in the foreshadow, because everything dies, and so killing something isn't the foreshadow of anything except for everything, isn't it? So, I mean, that's just going to work. Jesus shedding his blood. Oh, yeah. Every day you eat something Every day you eat something dies in order for you to live. Every day you eat. Yeah, okay, that's what I think it is. Every day you eat, something dies in order for you to live. Yeah, well, we are carnivores, so, like, Jesus is paying the price for carnivism. Judas was not a saint. Yeah, he was. Fuck you. You're not a saint. He hung himself and is in hell. He did not hang himself. Why on earth would he hang himself? He had $30. He went out and he bought himself a plot of land, and one night the other apostles came, cut his guts out, and then fabricated this story and put it in the Bible. And you're falling for it, like everybody does. Ada 2-Step. Judas was not the bad guy in that story. He is the scapegoat. And one thing we know about the scapegoat is he does nothing wrong. Let's look again at the story of Judas, okay? So Jesus is out screaming at all the people every day, thousands and thousands of people. You've got to believe that some of the Romans were there, listening in. Because how many people were there at the time, I wonder? Were there 1 million people in Jerusalem at the time? And then Judas, he betrays Jesus, right? He gets the money. He says, I know where he's going to be. He's going to be in this garden praying on Thursday. And they're like, thanks, Judas. Here's the 30 silver. But first, you've got to be there and kiss whichever one's Jesus, because none of us knows what he looks like. And it's like, is that right? He's only been out screaming at the top of his lungs for the past 3 years. So I don't know why you don't know what he looks like. He's Jesus of Nazareth, the person that we all want dead. And he did just come through the city, remember, just a few days ago on the ass, and everyone was worshipping him. Remember that guy? That guy. Go get him. And so so Judas had to go and kiss him to betray him, right? So Judas has got 30 fucking gold, 30 silvers actually, because he didn't believe in the shekels, right? Shekels of silver. He didn't go by the Dungeons and Dragons system of gold pieces and silver pieces. He used silver shekels. But there's more to it. They've already paid him. But there's more to it. You've got to be there with all of your friends who you're about to betray, with your Christ who knows it's happening. And then you've got to kiss him so we know who it is. You can't hang out with us and just show up and point him out. No, you've got to go up and kiss him. I don't know if that sounds like fiction to everybody else, but that screams fiction to me. Alright, what are the other comments we've got here? I think the people might like to hear about the specific rules of turbo style. You know, I think you're right. Also, I technically beat both you and Buddy in that last game. That, of course, from the Star Slider. Now, I know that you did beat me in that last game, but it was not for the championship. The championship game, or games, it only happens about thrice a decade, and I am the reigning and two-time champion. If I lose, of course you'll lose. You can't win every game. You don't play every game to win. You've got to be playing for fun, otherwise you're just working too hard, friend. So, no, you did win. You did win. It was a very good win. But I'm not sure why that was the last game, because I think that we were a kind of tie-ish around that time. So I don't think we should go by the last game. I think it's a sort of best-of scenario. But I don't mean to argue that. You can come down and be part of any of these public demonstrations of footsies, and that will earn you, of course, the right for an invitation to the World Championships, if you would like to be part of that. I'm sure that we can make that happen on the years that it does not happen during the Funny Farm. We can have an alternate World Champion footsies, I'd love to win even more, eh? If they happened every year, well, that's another championship every year instead of every 3. So I'll take it. But let's talk about Turbo Style. Now, the thing that I have taught you, I know I don't want to overcomplicate it because it is nice with only 6 rules. The thing that I taught you is technically called New Style, okay? It is the new style of footsies. Like the New Testament, it is also very, very old. It's not much newer than the old style. We won't go over the old style now, because what old style does, and it's really funny because it's quite backwards, new style is the way that footsie's developed, very new style, and the old style is it came later, so it is again one of those misnomers. But anyway, what we've been talking about is new style. It is quite fun, children can play it, you can pick it up in 3 minutes and then play it for the rest of your life and get beat by me for the rest of your life. There's other styles, one of which is Turbo. We'll go over Turbo because it's kind of easy, because it's based on new style, I believe. Actually, it's not, now that I think about it. It's old style, isn't it? Well, we'll get to Turbo style eventually, but basically what you can do is save up 2 of your turns at a time by passing, and then you can use those turns at any time. And so you really, before you can play Turbo Style, you've really got to get rule number 1 of footsies down very, very well, which is call yourself out. And you've got to be playing with people who you know play by the same rules, because there's no referees in footsies at the moment, and nor should there be. Even though I know a lot of people who would be sad to hear that, because they would like to referee a footsies game, and I feel that if you're not going to call yourself out, then there's really no point in playing, eh? It's kind of like having rules for football about, you know, how much you can inflate the ball. It's like, what? You're taking it too seriously now, friend.